In this video, we're going to show you to install the shock on your Jeep Grand Cherokee located on the front suspension. Using your 19mm socket, loosen and remove the lug nuts. Once you have the lug nuts removed, grab the wheel, remove it, and set it aside. Now, underneath the hood here, right in front of the brake booster, there is the top of the shock stud right here, and there's a nut right here, and there is the spacer, and then the rubber bushing underneath. Now, we did spray this with some rust penetrant. We're gonna go ahead and use our deep socket and extensions to go ahead and try and loosen that nut. We're using a 15mm socket to try and loosen this. The nut came off. We're going to dispose of that. Here is the bushing in the upper shim or washer, if you want to call it that. Everything is disassembled from the top. Let's go ahead to the bottom. On the bottom side of the shock, there's going to be two mounting studs right here. There are 13mm nuts on the bottom. Let's go ahead and loosen and remove those. Remove the shock. Okay, put the shock up in a position. I'm going to get one bolt in. There's a lock washer. And then the nut. Repeat for the other side of it here. Go ahead and snug these down. Now, we went ahead and cut our strap here, and the gas charge unit is going to expand. You're going to have two metal washers. The larger one goes on first, rubber bushing with the raised portion facing up. And as that shock extends up and in, just line that up and feed that into the body. Once that's in position there, go ahead and remove the remainder of the strap. And let's go back into the engine compartment. Now, install the rubber bushing. One side is just going to be pretty smooth. The other side has the raised portion. The raised portion goes down and that fits into the body itself. That helps center the shock. Take the other washer, fit that right on the top. Then you can take the nut. This here is a 16mm, where the original one was a 15. Go ahead and get that started and thread that down as far as you can by hand. Now, standard rule of thumb is when you tighten this down here, you want to tighten it to the point where the rubber bushing compresses and expands out to the overall diameter of the metal washer on the top. That's a good rule of thumb. If it starts bulging out beyond that and smashing it way, way out, well, you've over-tightened it, and you want to make sure that that is pretty snug. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a clunking sound while driving. That's not going to be good. There it is. I'm going to torque our bolts to 21 foot-pounds. Our top bolt is a 14mm. Take your wheel, bring it up, set it into place, We're going to start all of our lug nuts by hand first. Once we have all the lug nuts on, let's go ahead and snug them down. Torque the lug nuts to 100 foot-pounds.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.